Hello and welcome to Val's Crafty Creations. Thanks so much for stopping by today. In this video, I thought we could take a closer look at two new diamond art kits that I purchased on my last trip to Dollar Tree. I'll save those for a separate video. Today we are going to be focusing on the keychain kits. First up, this one that looks like a medallion. Open this up. Plastic off to the side. Here is the wood veneer piece, and then we have to look through here and find our sticker, the instructions. So here's our wax, our little green tray, and our pen. Everything's there. Here is the keychain, and here is our diamond painting gems. So in this kit we have a bright pink, kind of a navy blue, a hunter green, kind of a lime green, a light blue, an orange, and a purple. Put everything over here to the side. What I recommend is using some tweezers. Lift up on the plastic sheet that's on the top, and then bend the backing paper. That will reveal the sticker. Grab it with the tweezers, and then look for the directions of the numbers, and then you try to center it the best you can. Keep going until you can get it lined up. It says to lay out the canvas sheet on a clean surface. You take your pen and you place it in the wax, and then you can use the green tray for your diamond dots. So you just continue until you have placed all of the diamond dots on your design. Let me stick this over to the side. Just happen to be so lucky to have received this sorting tray container from my friend Wanda. Here are the diamonds that are left over from completing one of the medallions. The purple, there's only 3 right there in the center. Since there are so many of the other colors, then I used the 6 compartments. I really like all the bright colors. Kind of looks like a Southwest design. I feel like the wood veneer is just a little bit too thin for a keychain. I have another possible idea. That is the medallion kit. Alright, now let's take a closer look at the heart kit. Alright, let's open this up. So here's our instructions. I think what you can do is place your design down on the table, put your diamonds on it, and then take it, put it onto the wood veneer piece. After I stick it on, just take my bone folder and really press that on. I don't think you could press that on that well if you already have the diamonds on it. So there's that. And everything is here again. Because the keychain comes loose, what I do is go ahead and just add that to the resealable bag, and that way I can keep track of it in there. For this one, these are 5 colors. We have kind of a coral, hot pink, a really minty green, a very bright orange, hot pink but not as bright as this one. Here is a finished heart, and here are the leftover diamonds. It took me about a half hour. The other one took about an hour, so really quick. And did another little fun project. Completed a second one. You can see the difference here. After completing the one, I noticed that there was quite a bit of adhesive around the edge. Since I had so many teal diamonds left, I stuck those on there. I had considered using my blade and trimming off the adhesive, but I thought since I had so many of the diamonds, I would just go around one more time. Then what I did was go over it with my matte Mod Podge, and I liked how that looked, but then I remembered that I have my sparkle Mod Podge, and so I went over it with that. I looked through my Michael's paper stash and I found a sheet of paper that matched really well, and I cut out a piece to fit on the back. So that is all finished, front and back, and it's all sealed with the Mod Podge. And instead of putting the keychain part on, I found some of my beads in my stash, used my standard grip mat from Dollar Tree, picked out the beads that I wanted, and because it's adhesive, I was able to lay out a design. Have used the Dollar Tree pink beads and the clear beads, and then just some little seed beads and beads I got from Donna. And then I have some crimp beads, earring wires, and jump rings in gunmetal. So after I figured out my design, I threaded them on the clear stretch cord that I had picked up on my last trip. Used the crimp pliers to do the crimp, but if you don't have those, you can also just use regular pliers. When I crimped the crimp bead, I made sure that it would fit within one of the pink beads, and so that's hidden. So let me just show you real quick. Put my beads on and do a loop at the top, a loop at the bottom. Put the crimp bead on, pinched it down, and cinched it up. So that is how I turned one of the Dollar Tree Diamond Art Keychain Kits into something different. And I'm going to call it a dangle. From this to this. And I really like all the bright colors. My son gifted me with this little box. I can go ahead and add those, and I can put my leftovers from doing the second one in there as well. And I can figure out what I'm going to do with this one. That is a closer look at the heart-shaped and medallion-shaped Diamond Art Keychain Kits from Dollar Tree. I sure had a lot of fun getting these put together, and I can't wait to start on the larger kits. I hope you'll swing back by and check out my video when I do a review of those. So over here, I'm so very excited. Hubby was going past one of the Dollar Trees and he found me another fox, 3 more of the heart kits, and 1 more of the medallion kits. I am going to be busy working on those. Thanks again for stopping by today. You take care, and we'll see you again soon.